Hey everybody! A few years ago I did a quick walkthrough video of my then newly designed Senes Custom Mod from Voodoo Amps. I've gotten a ton of positive feedback on that video, and since that time quite a few people have sent their amps to Voodoo to have this mod installed. Since then I've had a lot of time to play on the amp and discover more sounds I can get, and I've learned that this amp is also incredibly versatile. I currently gig with a band that plays a pretty wide variety of music. Because of this, I need a few different amp sounds at my disposal. Not just different effects, but different sounds. And since my band leader doesn't like to use a set list, part of my job is to be able to call up these sounds at a moment's notice without tweaking a bunch of knobs. My Voodoo modded DSL100 with a few pedals allows me to do this without sacrificing any tone or feel. Check it out. Okay, so if you're familiar with this amp, you know about the different channels and modes. You got clean, crunch, and lead. The Senes Custom Mod drastically alters the sound and feel of the clean channel, so it's much more comparable to a Fender clean as opposed to a typical not-so-clean Marshall clean channel. Like this, for example. Because it's more like a Fender clean, there's really a lot you can do with this channel. For instance, by incorporating a couple of different overdrive pedals into the rig, I can add even more sound flavor options. For some snarly, snotty, stratty kind of stuff, if I switch to single coil mode on the pickups, middle or neck position on the selector, clean channel on the amp, and hit the tube screamer, definite blues jam territory. Check it out. And with some creative use of effects, you can also pull off some other kind of cool stuff. On my current gig, we play a few songs by the band Train. Their guitarist, Jimmy Stafford, is a Vox guy, and Marshall and Vox don't really sound alike. Now, if I were to go to the Marshall Overdrive channel and try to play this stuff, it just wouldn't work, wouldn't sound right. That said, I find that if I switch to the P90 mode on the guitar, kick on the Boss Super Overdrive pedal, set kind of conservatively, and work on the guitar's volume control, I can sort of approximate what Jimmy has going on. It's not perfect, but it works. Here's an example. If I kick on both overdrive pedals, I still have that tight compressed crank combo feel and sound, just with more drive. You might have noticed that although this is basically a 3-channel amp with 2 lead channel modes, there's only 1 EQ. With this mod, the tones of all the channels are so well balanced that all of them sharing 1 EQ is not a problem at all. In fact, it makes dialing in your sound easier because once you get one channel dialed in, you know the others are going to sound great. The crunch mode is comparable to a JCM 800-ish kind of sound. And if I kick the Boss Overdrive on this channel, I can get a really heavy ballsy doom crunch. And of course the lead channel is perfect for that flat out crank Marshall lead tone. Now, all these sounds are possible and easy to achieve, and all without ever having to go back and twist any knobs on the amp. An added bonus I discovered early on is that using an effects unit in the loop, I can use the unit's output control as a master volume, meaning if I have to change volume when the sound guy hollers at me to turn down, I don't have to try and balance the volumes on 3 channels on the fly right there on the gig in the middle of a song. This is a huge benefit and something I've missed when not using an effects unit. Here's another fun trick. Switch to the amp's clean channel, crank that channel's gain all the way up to 10. Now this channel breaks up nicely in an old school, kind of a Fender Bassman kind of way. So there you have it. Just a few more reasons why I really love my DSL100 with the Senes Custom Mod from Voodoo Amps. I think you're going to like it too. Check it out.